we will be alive.
So, what inspires me on my spiritual journey? I'm finding myself looking for opportunities to stop long enough to pay attention, to be curious. This doesn't really come naturally to me. You see, I'm more of a big picture person. Growing up, me and my brother are quite the opposite. My brother would tell a story with the most in-depth of detail. He would say, "Shans, I have a story to tell you," and then go on and on and on, recounting every last detail, and there I would be with my hands crossed. Can you get to the point already? Or, if I'm planning for a task, ask anybody that knows me, don't boggle me with the details. Let's get moving and grooving, and we'll figure it out along the way. I've got places to go, people to see, and my life at times seems like a big game of how can I squeeze everything I need to do into the hour time slots in my iPhone calendar. But stopping, who has time for that? If my dog stops me on a walk to smell something, I look back, my eyes roll, and I check the time. I'll calculate, if I end this walk at this time, that gives me maybe 15 minutes to run to the grocery store because I'm going to make this, because I want to start eating at 6, because then I have this, and then I have this, and then. That's how my mind usually processes. Stopping to pay attention, that's hard. Isn't always the most curious of people, curious about things or my ideas or my faith, because everything just was. I would ask a question, and people would say, it just is, right? As I've gotten older, I've shaped my spiritual journey into finding opportunities to stop long enough to stay curious about the world, to find awe in it, kind of how Kathy was describing. It's then that I notice the tiniest of treasures sprinkled in the filthiest of alleyways, the wildflowers among the weeds, the sun even on the gloomiest of days. I think that's why being outside, deep in nature, appeals to me so much. Out there in the hills and the mountains, among the trees and the birds, I'm forced to stop. It's such a sensory overload, for sure. I don't necessarily have a place to be because the journey, that sound. I don't know how many of you are hopping onto this bird watching trend that seems to be, oh my goodness, wow. We've gotten some binoculars, and we have that even bird ID app on our phone, and it just makes the experience of walking anywhere so much more purposeful and enjoying. And we enjoy it so much more. Birds are actually quite cool. There's so many variation of their color pattern, their wingspans, the different sounds and calls. You have to stop. You have to ID that bird. My neighborhood, there's orange, there's yellow, there's red.